Shit Talker Black. Okay, after so many of the interruptions, because there were many, it's like 2.5 hours later, and then they kept just cutting off my videos, just like that. Drain the battery, everything, freezing the computer, everything, after all that shit. Man, I'm going to possibly go to that part of the movie and show now these are messages coming in, I'm telling you. They don't want me to get to this part, see? Astras, like ashtrays, Ray, or astrays, like someone has gone astray, or maybe you have lost yourself and you've gone astray, you were walking, all of a sudden you've gone astray. Or you have cigars and you need ashtrays, that is also there. And here I can almost get my name. See, my name is La and then Patina, Bitine. That's kind of funny. So I want to go from this word to over here, which I had the hardest time to do, to this word. See, in the beginning, the first one he did, I guess he was trying to save a little girl, and so he conjured up this monster or whatever. I have not seen it yet, He conjured it up, and he conjured to murder a girl named Astra. So he conjured this thing to murder a girl named Astra, and Astra was a melanated little girl. The next thing I see here, you see, one is trapped, because we are all trapped. Well, damn near the word Lucifer, you see, almost. This is for frequency, though, you see. And this is C in the I. Yeah, I see your ass nigga trying to hide. The L is for Lucifer. No, and then the R should not be there either, but anyway, still the word to me looks like Lucifer. This is a game where the first thing you think of, the psychiatrists, they play the game too, but the psychiatrists play the game to trap you. Now, as I was saying, the name Master, and then it goes into Constantine receives a supernatural warning there, and then there is also a melanated man. He has wings and he comes down. He has the eyes of a lion. He's a melanated man. He comes down to help Constantine, because constantly and all the time, the melanated man is always helping them. Always. After he kills a melanated girl named Astra in the first one that ever comes on, So I think I did see it. It was just backwards, like he would go back in his mind to see things, because I think the first one came on, he was in a mental institution or something. That is to let you know these motherfuckers are mental. So now, see, after I find this, Asa, in 1712, because I found the word in that thing, and it said century 1712. After I did that, they started going fucking crazy around here. Now, when I go to Astra and see, they dropped my phone too. Right before I began, my phone said zip, like zapped it up. But for one, Astra, see, anytime you do a word, you will find a rock band. Now, Astra, it must be a melanated person somehow. A weird melanated person. Because there's the word black. The black chord. One of them called me a black whore. Almost like the black whore. Here we have Stuart. This other word, like, see you later. Then we have the con. The rally. And Rick. For trick. The rich bastard with the vineyard. The vineyard is filled with dishes. And there's the bed. Wonder what does they look like? Pink, 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 pink. And there they have the sun and the ray. But there, right there, in the middle, is a melanated man. Because they need us for the energy. That energy comes from off of him, and they get on them. They take it. And our people don't know it because all that people want is fame, to be famous and to be on TV. When my Abba spoke of that, man, I am glad I listened. No, I don't want your fame. I don't want even to be on your TV screen. Now, also, Astra, it is a band. Astra is a rock band from where? San Diego, California. By the way, California does have 5 Twin Towers, no one else, only California. Their sound is in the style of the 1970s. And they are progressive rock and psychedelic rock. Like Psychedelic Shack, that's where it's at. Psychedelic Shack, that's where it's at. Yeah, I was thinking about doing this song. Have a sleeping quarters for the TIs, and that's what it is called, Psychedelic Shack. Because you never know. When you go in there, you never know what will go on in your mind. And it includes a variety of that. But there was something else. The Rising of the Black Sun. Wow. Astra. And see, that was the one that they killed first. Astra. Look at all this. Their symbols. You know, they always have some kind of symbol for something. Look like an eagle. There they are again, pink. What one? Melanated man. Listen and stream free music. Encyclopedia Metallo. The Metal Archives. Astor started as a dream. What? Theater. You see? And now he used Astra as the beginning of Constantine, and she is a melanated little girl, right? Astra Rise Above Records. And then the third one that he did, it was called The Devil's Vinyl. You know what, they use chemicals to make the records and then the CDs. They use melanated people to do that too, the melanated being. Wow. They're getting much energy, and they're keeping this shit going on and on and on. Because as you're looking at it, that's all you are doing is looking at it. But when I see it, I see them, I see what they are doing. Astra is also a weapon. You see? Astra is also a weapon. So, they are going to use this weapon against the melanated beings. And then we saw that Astor was a black man, so there's melanated beings, okay? And then though he got some supernatural woo afterwards, right? So now we go into the Hindu and Astra. It is also Sanskrit, was a supernatural weapon, see? After Astra, he got some supernatural thing going on with him too, right? It is a supernatural weapon. And remember, it is a supernatural weapon. They're saying, oh, this weapon is natural, but it's super, you know? It presided, and I'm going to ID the weapon because they already put it here anyway. Presided over by a specific deity, which is a god. Later, it came to denote any hand-carried weapon. A hand-carried weapon can today, and since we are going to deal with things that are supernatural and technology, internet technology or any form of technology, and they are using mind control, I'm going to say it came to denote any hand-carried weapon, which is a hand-held microwave pulsating device. Even your phone. Your phone can be a weapon against yourself. They can use your phone against yourself. You know what I'm saying? Astra is a model name that has been used by VAUX Hall, the British subsidiary of General Motors. Now we go back into the cars. Because Carmel, the man who came out with the car, his skin was caramel. And General Motors owned the small family car ranges since, 1979. Opel Astra, dealing with the stars, and a German automaker. That is the name of their seat. They keep that shit going on and on and on. It was just so awesome, that that they used Astra and in the first part, and then when they go into the third part, they also use melanated beings in that, and there's a word in that word, which is a chemical used to make the vinyl, because the devil's vinyl was the chemical that they put on the records, and the chemicals that they put on the CDs. Wow. So now I'm going into the underworld to see what's going on with this, right? Because if they're dealing with it, they're like magicians and all that stupid bullshit, then they are in the underworld. And it goes into the rise of the Lakons, which I did a lot of studying on this before. The things for those who volunteered at Ad Astra have been added to the database. What database? They did this April 12, 2014 at 8:24 a.m. Nathan Ravencroft. Yeah, it must be a code name too. And here they have, it is the Abbotsford Convent. Like, the robots and the bots that they put in people. And there's your con. This is in Melbourne. And it is my 247, the guide to what's on in Melbourne. I don't know. I did not open it up. It's just reading it and getting certain things. And I think this is some type of a game or something. I told you I don't know much, but I see the words. So here it says the rise of the Lakons. Now we are coming from Astra. Concert Fire, Underworld Songs. There you go again with the music. You see? Now, Rise of the Lakons. This here is the original score, and we are back to the Apple. This is in the Underworld, and it's Rise of the Lakons. What is a Lakon? This is long. It will take a while. It says, just now, there is this ad on the top of my screen that reads Lakana Vampire. It is about some online game where you choose to either be a lycanthrope or a vampire, a protagonist or antagonist. If you go and you get into a normal corp, this is what it is talking about also. However, I am also aware that there's a series of movies with the term Lakon in their title in singular or plural. So this thread is about the corruption of this word in English, you hear? Now it is a corruption. Originally, I guess the term was the regular English one of wolfman. He was born pink and hairy all over, like a wolfman. The Greek, here we go again, lycanthropos, I swear, is after all virtually the same term from lykos, which is wolf, and anthropos, which is a human. Like anthropos, it's almost like Anthony, anthropos, which is human, because they always think they're human and they are not. You very seldom, and you always hear mankind, mankind come out the melanated man's mouth as though he is saying he is mankind. Oh, you're so stupid. Wow, I never did such foolishness as that. I mean, I'm slow, but I'm just really not stupid. Then he goes, I would have to guess that those who instituted the new term Lakon, Lycan, were not aware of the term anthropos, whose two first letters they severed and glued onto the LYC part. So what they did was they must have did some form of a string theory, you see, and used the first part to say Lacan or LAC. And although the term lycanthropy, see, they use the LYC and then they put in the AN, I guess, has found some prominence in this field. It is, in my view, disheartening that at the same time a completely wrong word appears and slowly rises. No, it did say the rise of the lycanthropy. Now, lycanthropos or lycos, wolf, are not the only viable options. There is somebody, Lyceeios, which is wolfian, as in the Lyceeios Zeus. Now we are back at Zeus, an ancient Greek cult, which is still going on today right now. Do you mind the term lycan? Do you consider lycan to be the correct English? You can also discuss similar terms which get corrupted and your view of this phenomenon, which means your view will be corrupted also. I never use the term lycan, nor do I use the term werewolf. Corruption. Language doesn't work like you wish, it changes. It doesn't have to make sense to the original root, as so long as it gets an idea across to another person. And that's the thing in a nutshell. As long as it gets the idea across to another person. In the word ideal is also ID. And they are dealing, still dealing with Dirty Diana and their antennas and how they fuck around in our minds. And here's the word ID. ID is for, identifying you, to the object, because Frank Drake has that object that can identify you before you get in the flesh. It is the energy that is in the flesh. And once the energy gets tired of the flesh, or however that goes, flesh gets tired of energy or whatever, the energy leaves the flesh, Also, this is for your head. Remember, it was a little girl that led me here, a little melanated girl that led me here. Here's the word ATR, her, and also the word son. Now, this person says, I thought this phenomenon was called corruption in English, you see, because they have corrupted everything. So when you say lycan, you are saying corruption. Heaven knows there is corruption in Greece. There's also corruption here in America. And in this case, it is called FTHORA, but I know this word to be in front of paranormal. Things that are done from, antennas and cell phone towers and the satellites, and directed energy and military, weapons and handheld, microwave, pulsating devices and shit. And then from this word, which means to alter or damage, you see. I know you cannot see, but it is to alter or damage. And this is why I go down into the underworld. You get such different things down there. This is the way new words are made. And now the new words are made as far as Babylon, It is part of the general decay of society, attributable to exposure to the doctrines, man, and so much T-I-N-I-T in here, of communism. In the word communism, we have United States, and then you have social CIA. Then they want to say liberalism. They are not here to liberate us. They are here to eat our limbs and our flesh and our brains. Then it said left wing a nut. Then it goes to pink O's like PINKOS. And then there's atheists and Natines and some other things, which is, as Matthew let me know, some math is going to have to go on. GRUG Matthews, and then druggy and debunkery, and then they have, and I thought it was so funny, MSNBC, the TV thing. Then here's your race war and your gender war, your class war, in general, fanatic tavern posters defiant. And I don't know what all that means, but I think this is the business of them doing all this shit to our brain cells. All this shit to our brain cells. Then here it says Mr. Cooper bringing the entertainment and the beer. I guess it's just them being sarcastic. I say Weber, and I mean it in the original sense. So what is the original sense of a Weber? Lacons from a movie or comic book or something. The game must be ripping it off. Solution, get ad block. And that is correct. You really should get ad block. And I call it mind block. You have to know how to block your mind. Now, I go in here and I begin to read it, whatever, and I say, dang, this is the day after my birthday. You see, May 27th. I know somewhere I did a video, I said my birthday was May 5th. Sometimes I go back, I hear 26. And then when I go back, I hear that I said something else. Like, when I said Phil Valentine, I heard that I said Phil Donahue. Like in the video. If I actually say that, I will hear myself say that, and then I will correct that. But sometimes they can have me say things, and because I am moving so fast, and talking so fast, they will have me say things, and I don't even hear it. I did not hear myself call him Doctor. I did not hear myself call him Phil Donahue until I listen back to the video, and I do apologize to you, Dr. Valentine. Now, it says May 27, 2012 to 26 p.m. Now, I'm going to get my birthday, okay? I was born May 26, right? And I was born in 58. So I say 2, 4, 6, 8. That will be 8. Now, although I have all these 2s, that means the 2 is like, it is wow. So you can use it twice. So now I go 2, 4, 6, 8. That is the 8. 4, 4 and 5 will make 58. And that's my birthday, May 26, 58. And I can get 19 to make 1958. 2 and 7 is 9, which this is the day that my Abba was born on. October 27, So that's the 27th. So this is a 9. And then I'll take this 1 from here and move it over there. See, the 1 is also in between 2 2s. There's just a lot of ways you can play it. Like here, I have 2 2s and a 6. But the 6 is not in between the 2 2s. If the 6 was in between the 2 2s, I can use the 6 over 2. So the 1 is in between the 2 2s, so I can use this over. So I'm going to take that and put it, say this is 9, and put it in front of the 9. And now we have 1958, May 26. You see? So, yes. So, and that is a Lacon. So, to me, in the answer, if you are going to be a Lacon or a vampire, which if you are going to be a protagonist, you must be a pro-edit, or you will be an antagonist. It does not matter. Either way, they're going to put you like that. But the thing that, they have the Quinn Towers, and then they have Dirty Diana. I guess they like to stick with that female thing. They even want to be females. They get their body parts changed and all kind of shit. But this is what it is. It is part of the general decay of society, contributable to exposure to the doctrines of communism, socialism, liberalism, and left wing, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Debauchery. And then here's the TV, MSNBC. Then it brings about a race war, which is here. There's a gender war. People in their own mind don't even know their own gender. Then if you are a girl, you want to be a boy. Now you have them turn you into a boy, and now you have them artificially inseminate you to have a baby. So now that is the best dream ever, for you to be pregnant with a dick. Oh my goodness gracious. I think that is also a fucking psychopath. That's what you call a psychopath. So now they bring up about the race war, the gender war, the class war, the general silver venetic tavern posters, whatever the fuck that is. I know this right here is the income, and I know this right here is targeting individual. I know what the fuck a fanatic is. What is the CIV for? You know? That is the part that I really want you to know. The fuck is that for? Oh, it's almost time to cut it off. Oh, be funny. So I'm going to come back with this. Shit talking